I'm looking at the size of the air cleaner, and you see there's the air cleaner filter element here. So there's about the size of the air coming through. Fits like that. But, so I'm looking at the pipe coming into it, which the pipe is situated up here in the grill, and it looks to be smaller than the pipe on the throttle body. And you can see the size of the current opening is 2.5 inches on the small side, the hole, and the outer rim of it is 3.5 inches, which is the size of the open diameter on the new pipe. The size of the throttle body, it looks a little bit smaller. So I am going to remove this. If you look in here, you can see these 4 tabs in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is what the filter rests up against. So what I'm thinking is I can cut around here and put a larger pipe that will go through there, and get more air coming into the air cleaner. Anything to improve power, I tell you, because this thing is just so underpowered as it is. See, here is the air inlet for the intake to the engine. So I got rid of that. See, this here is a 3-inch 45 degree, or maybe a 22.5 degree elbow. But so here's 3-inch. This is 3.5 inch, the hub on it. And so I cut the outer section on one, and then I cut the inner on the other using hole saws of appropriate size. And then I got it so that they would insert into each other, fit together, and then got myself some ABS glue and put it all together. There's my ABS glue. I made my own new one here with an 3.5 inch pipe, and what that is 2 3-inch couplers, and they are one's cut on the outside and one is cut on the inside, so that they will overlap by about 1/4 inch, and then I ABS glued them together and then they stick just nicely right in through here. You see the pipe down there, and comes up over here. And so now I have a 3.5 inch cold air inlet instead of about a 2.5 inch cold air inlet. So that's going to be much nicer. Okay, I'm going to keep on cleaning the heads here. You know, it just takes time. And this thing here, you put the head down, put your straight edge on there, and then you slip a feeler gauge under it, 3/4 thousandths feeler gauge, and if it won't slip, you're good to go. You just need a straight edge that spans the whole way, which is where this baby here comes in. So, you know, a good old framing square, no dents or anything in it, pristine condition. Okay. And right here is where the oil, the cam chain sensor goes on. And then the other thing is back here on, see that inch and a quarter knockout there, that is going to be taken out, and we're going to put in that coolant crossover kit for the rear of the heads, and hopefully that will increase the amount of cooling on the engine. Okay, let's get back to work, and I will see you later. And don't forget, we have these other 3 exciting additions coming up, installing some Gibson stainless steel headers in hopes of gaining some low-end torque and just a little bit more horsepower. Here are the Y-pipe conversions that get rid of 2 1.5 or 1.75 pipe choke points in the front of the exhaust, making it 2.5 into 3 inch. And here is one I'm looking forward to, the 3,950 pound 3-leaf front leaf springs, and that will help make the truck ride a lot nicer with the truck camper and fix a sag. Okay, we are going to clean off this is the right head. So, get out my gallon of mineral spirits, and I'm just gonna pour it on over everything. It's a nice light working oil, so it should do a good job. Okay, got a little bit down on the bottom in there. And where is their weapon of choice? Clean brush. Okay, so we just start cleaning. The insides of this clean off pretty easily. I always did my oil changes, but even though I did the oil changes, the right side timing chain tensioner had a blockage in it, so it wasn't squirting oil onto the timing chain, which that's a big no-no. It can quickly wear down your timing chain and your chain guides, and not good. And then, as I also say, I was looking at the oil pump, and when I bought this engine, it was supposed to have a Melling M176HV, which is high volume, and apparently in yesterday's video I showed you the oil pump, and it clearly shows M176, which is basically the stock replacement. And so I kind of have put some parts in this engine that maybe weren't supposed to be in here to save money, which you know, it's one of those things that the only way you can check it is to tear down the engine, but then you tear down the engine and you void your warranty. And so, as per usual, the warranty on this engine ran out just a few months before the water pump went out. So you could say that it was perfect timing on the rebuilder's part. And I got it through a reseller, but I'm told the engine recycler was a Ford factory in Texas that basically does all the Ford modular rebuilds. And so, now even that is suspect. I'll have to go and check and see if that actually is the truth of that Ford does all the rebuilds. So yeah, it's pretty good in respect. There's a famous quotation. Another famous quotation along the lines is, hey, you ever notice how stuff sucks, Beavis? I think everybody knows who those two guys are. But was there ever a truer statement? You ever notice how stuff sucks? So anyway, I'm in the midst of a rebuild here, kinda fixing a bunch of parts, putting in some new stuff and making some improvements in effort to make stuff not suck. So if you keep following along, watching the video series, there's going to be a few more here, incremental, as I get things done and get the truck assembled and back on the road. It's going to be exciting to see how it turns out. Because the improvements I am making is I'm going to do a little bit of porting relief work here on the intakes and exhaust. Not much, just a little. And fix some choke points in the factory exhaust with a kit from SPD Performance. And I'm going to put in a back of the head coolant crossover kit that is supposed to help keep cylinders 8, 7, and 4 cooler, because I guess those are known hotspots in the modular engine. So we shall see what happens. And I'm really hoping between the headers, putting in the Y-pipe that eliminates 1.5 or 1.75 choke points in the left and right exhaust off of the exhaust manifold, raises them up to 2.5 inch and then into 3 inch and out the back. Hopefully that will make things run better. More power, more torque without losing mileage. I'm not doing anything that's going to use more fuel, but I am doing things that are going to make it more efficient to get fuel to the cylinders. Okay, so got that done. Now to do the intake port side, get the dirt off and the gasket crud off, some silicone crud. And I will show you later what I'm going to do to the intake and exhaust ports to try and improve flow. Okay. So anyway, I showed you the cleaning of the left head yesterday, so I'm not going to keep videoing this. I'll bring you back if something important happens. Okay. So you can understand that I am getting antsy to have this engine put back together and running again. It's been quite a while, a lot of work in motion. But I'm looking forward to seeing how the performance additions will help the truck run with the headers, the improved air intake, the water cooling, the Y-pipe. So we'll see you together. And there is that truck camper. I'd like to thank you for watching my videos, and I would appreciate any likes, questions, comments, share, and subscribe if you want to follow more. I'll see you on the next exciting video.